Hello everyone and welcome to NEET Mentor. In the NEET PG application form, candidates are facing many issues. So this video is regarding solving all the queries. FAQ we have created for different type of questions, whether it's related to Aadhaar based authentication, candidate's name, your category related issues, question related correspondence address, your educational documents related issues, which document to upload, selection of state and what you need to carry on the day of examination, your photo upload, passport size photo, document related issues. Okay, so please watch this video until end and you will get the queries related to all your questions. Okay, if you are new here, please do subscribe this channel and you can view the links in the description of the video to join the Telegram group, WhatsApp community, and we provide the counseling for super specialty as well along with PG and other courses. These are our packages. You can take interest into these packages starting from now, and we will support until your admission ends. Okay, so and we had posted a video for the step-by-step registration process, and we received almost 300 comments, and almost all the comments were replied. But I thought that it's better to collate all the queries at a place so that the candidate will find it easy to solve all the queries, and without mistake they can fill the application. Many candidates have done mistakes, and there are many changes also this year. So we'll go one by one. So Aadhaar based authentication process. First thing, many candidates have skipped the Aadhaar based authentication. So there is option to skip it. Okay, ignore the Aadhaar based authentication. It means you have done no mistake because the system is allowing you to do so. Okay, so that's not a problem. It's not your fault. At the time of on the day of examination, the verification will be done based on other inputs that you have given. Okay, after Aadhaar verification, when you validate all the mobile number and other verification happens, then the next page comes as blank. Okay, it's a kind of technical issue, so make sure that you use laptop instead of mobile and tablet, and try in private browser, try different browsers. Okay, this issue will be resolved. Okay, it's technical issue, nothing to be done from your side. My Aadhaar card is linked with mobile number which is different than your own number. So maybe it is belonging to your parents or like relatives. So that's not an issue. You got the OTP, and make sure that you have that number available as long as the counseling goes on for any kind of requirement. So there is no issue. It has not to be linked to your number only mandatorily. My Aadhaar photo and biometric is 10 years old or very old, where your photo looks like a child. Okay, that's also not a problem. You can proceed with the Aadhaar based authentication, and you can update your biometric. Okay, do I need to unlock the Aadhaar card biometric? Yeah, it's mandatory. Without unlocking it, it won't be able to verified at the time of on the day of examination. So the procedure is given in the prospectus. You need to log into the portal and you need to unlock the biometric. Other questions related to name. Okay, so in the candidate's name, what if I have mistakenly typed wrong name? If you have typed wrong name which is not matching with your medical eligibility certificate, MBBS degree or so, then you can fill the application once again, and you generate your another ID, because your name has to be matching with the MBBS degree or FMG, in case you are FMG. Okay, if the user has entered his name wrongly while registering the user, please create another. Okay, my Aadhaar card name, in some cases the candidate asks like Aadhaar card name, and the name given on the MBBS degree or the medical registration certificate is different. The spelling change, or like first name, middle name, last name, surname, father's name, these kind of issues are there. Okay, so make sure that you use the name given on the your eligible qualification certificate, that is MBBS degree. If you don't have MBBS degree, you must be having the provisional degree or passing certificate. Whatever the name is shown over there, you enter the exactly same name as per the guideline. Okay, I have given the screenshot on the top, which is from the guideline in the prospectus. Don't prefix Dr., Mr., Sri and anything, okay, before your name. If you have done such things, it's mistake, because name can't be edited. So create another user ID, do the registration once again. I want to avail NRI benefits. Okay, even in that case, you select the nationality as Indian only. And if you yourself are like a NRI candidate, okay, and you don't have the citizenship of India, then your nationality is going to be other than Indian, but you want to avail the NRI benefits. Okay, so don't select NRI here, you select Indian only. At the time of counseling, you will have the option to give to convert yourself from Indian to NRI. Okay, so that you can avail both the benefits of management quota, government colleges as well as NRI. Now some other issues related to name. My name in Aadhaar card and the medical license certificate is different. So what you can do, you will carry an affidavit, okay, which will prove that the name mentioned in different certificates belonging to the same person. Okay, my father name is different on different certificates. Okay, so in that case also you have to enter the full father name, okay, mention on your the medical qualification certificate. Full name, not the first name or last name. Do we need to upload OBC, EWS or any category certificate? No, you have to just mention your category. And in case you don't have the EWS or OBC or PH certificate available now, okay, so in that case you can enter the right category. Later you can make the certificate the valid certificate. In case you are not able to make the valid certificate and you have entered OBC, EWS or any reservation category, then you have the option later during the MCC counseling to change from reserved to general. Some queries related to correspondence address, the candidate are getting confused. They feel that, okay, these are the two categories. They have given three categories. One category says that you can upload government photo ID or for the address proof, or you can upload medical profession related documents for address proof, correspondence address proof, or like supporting documents for the correspondence address proof. Okay, so these all are the options. If your Aadhaar card says that Aadhaar card address is of your correspondence address, then why to go with some other proof? You can upload your Aadhaar card front and back side photo, that will work. Okay, so you can use any of these. If you completed MBBS from a particular city and you don't have any proof to for the correspondence address, you want the center from that city only where you complete your MBBS. So you have other certificate like MBBS degree, internship completion certificate. If you are in service, then you can have your joining order. You can submit NOC and offer letter from institute employee ID. So these for in service, and these are the some supporting documents like utility bills, your bank passbook, state bank statement, rent agreement on your name, and letter from the landlord, landlord's electricity property tax document, backing that, and his letter. So many options you have, but you have very simple option that if your ID proof says that the address mentioned on your ID proof is same as the correspondence address that you want to give, then upload the ID proof. So any of these you can upload from these two slides. Now coming to the education related documents issues, what to enter in the month, year in the passing details, MBBS passing details. So it's excluding internship completion, and how you can get to know. So you check your degree or passing certificate. So whatever month and year mentioned over there, mention it. If month is not mentioned, just year mentioned, then depending on your memory, when you completed your degree, you can enter the month. If you are pursuing any PG degree or diploma, so can you apply for the NEET PG 2026 registration. Without resignation you can apply, because they nowhere asking whether you pursue any PG. Okay, they will just ask if you have attended the NEET PG examination earlier, select yes. If yes, they will ask your roll number and the year in which you have attended the previous NEET PG examination. Test city is not allowed to be selected this year. This is major change. You can select the state, and the first state will be the same which is pertaining to your correspondence address, and the second third state may be nearby or whatever you want to select. Okay, so how it happens? First they will try to allocate the cities within your correspondence state and nearest to your correspondence address, nearest to your correspondence address nearby. Okay, suppose you are residing in Noida, so they will try to allocate within Noida. If no, then since Noida comes in UP, so they will try to allocate nearby within UP, not within NCR, because NCR not a state, is UP. Okay, if you are not able to get this allocation within the first selected state, then they will try to allocate in the second. If it's not happening in the second preference of the state, all the cities they have checked and it's full, then they will go for the third state, and all the allowed cities, test cities in the third state. If it's not working out, randomly they will allocate anything. Okay, so it's not first come first serve basis, but random based allocation. So they are going to allocate the cities only after they receive all the applications. Okay, on the examination day, what you need to carry? The admit card with QR code and barcode. You need to carry Aadhaar card. Aadhaar card becomes mandatory in case you have selected Aadhaar based authentication. Okay, if you are carrying Aadhaar card, you don't need to carry any other identity proof. Okay, but if you don't have the Aadhaar card, you must be having it, then you can have PAN card, driving license, voter ID or passport, where you have the photograph also. Okay, then photocopy of provisional or permanent medical registration, not degree, medical registration certificate, which allows you to practice as a doctor. Okay, for physically disabled candidate, UDID or disability certificate, so that all the arrangements regarding the disability candidates can be made over there. And if you are not, you haven't done the Aadhaar based authentication, then you can select either of the PAN card, driving license, voter ID or passport as your identification proof. Okay, then regarding the photo upload and the document upload, so many queries came like, I use specs. Without specs I can't write the examination, I can't attend the examination. So do we need to have specs, or without specs I can take the photograph and at the time of examination I can use a spec? No. See, if you use specs, then make sure that your photo is with specs, and on the glasses there is no shine. Make sure that your eyes are clearly visible across the lens. Okay, across your spec, and there is no glaring, there is no shine. Take the photograph in such a way. Ask the photographer to make it that way. Okay, and what should be the dimension and specification for the photo? It should be passport size. Okay, colored with white background, no blue background, and there is no disturbance in the white background, plain white background. The file size minimum 50K to 80K. Okay, JPG format, dimension 4.5 centimeter to 3.5 centimeter, and resolution is 200 dpi. Okay, so you can do that way. And what should be the dimension and specification for signature and thumb impression, recent signature and full signature. It's not like initial or final or middle something, full name. Okay, and if that's not your signature, still make it a new signature. You have to write full name, and the same signature you will have to do over there on the day of examination. The file size between 50 to 80K and JPG format. Okay, and regarding the documents required to be uploaded, one document regarding correspondence address, your passport size photograph, scanned signature and thumb impression, left thumb impression, and the two certificates. Many candidates are confused about that. What is the meaning of you upload your medical council registration certificate for MBBS qualification? You completed MBBS, after that you want to practice as a doctor, you have to register with the state or MCI medical council. Okay, so that registration certificate you have to carry on the day of examination, okay, and you have to upload there. The fifth one is your MBBS degree. If you don't have the MBBS degree, you must be having the provisional degree. On the day of convocation, they would have given some certificate that you can upload, or the passing certificate. Okay, so that's all about the queries and the FAQs. So hope all the queries which I got it collated from the previous video, many comments came, and I wanted to make it in a single video so that it's easy for you to get the resolution. And if you still having the question, you can comment us in the comment section of the video, or you can dial this number. You can message on send a WhatsApp message on 9319128677. Thanks for watching.